everyone, welcome to this week's episode of No Such Thing as a Fish, where we were joined by the brilliant Olga Koch. Now, if you remember the last time Anna was on maternity leave, Olga came on the show and she absolutely blew us away. She was one of our favourite guests in that run, so we were so delighted to have her back. I'm sure you're going to really enjoy this episode, and when you do, you're going to want to find out more about Olga. Now, the best way to do that is to go to her website. It is rockandrolga.com. I'm going to spell it ROCKNROLGA.com. If you go to rockandrolga.com, then you will find details of her new tour, which is coming up. It's called Fat Tom Cruise, and it is playing all over the world. Well, it's certainly playing in the UK and Australia, that's for sure. So do go there and see if Olga is coming to a town near you and get your tickets. Don't forget that if you want to hear more from Olga, then you can go to our Patreon and get the XL version of this show, along with a whole host of other goodies. There are 3 different tiers there. They have extra material, they have video content, they have merch. There's all sorts of stuff up there. Really recommend you go up there. And of course, by joining Patreon, you are helping the podcast. But actually, you know what? By listening to the show and telling all your friends how much you enjoy it, that is helping as well. So do enjoy this week's show with the incredible Olga Koch. On with the podcast.
Hello and welcome to another episode of No Such Thing as a Fish, a weekly podcast coming to you from the QI offices in Holborn. My name is Dan Schreiber. I am sitting here with James Harkin, Andrew Hunter-Murray, and Olga Koch. And once again, we have gathered around the microphones with our 4 favorite facts from the last 7 days. And in no particular order, here we go. Starting with fact number 1, and that is Olga.
My fact is that TLC held the head of their recording label, Clive Davis, hostage in order to renegotiate their recording contract.
Wow. Brilliant idea. Brilliant.
As they should.
As they should have. This is an amazing story, isn't it? Because
Have we, sorry, before we go anywhere, have we decided how much you're being paid for this podcast?
I have logged the doors preemptively. So apparently, basically, their album sold something over 10 million copies, and they made $75 million off of it. But each of them, the trio, got paid only $50K.
Wow.
Yeah.
So who are the trio?
Well, the trio TLC, so you've got Lisa Left Eye Lopez.
She's the L.
She's the L. You've got Chili, who is the...
From Bluey?
Yeah, so prior to turning into a talking dog, Chili was there, and then there was T-Boz. I think she was called T-Boz.
Yes.
Yeah.
I believe so.
John
Yeah.
Watkins.
That's right.
And I thought I didn't know who TLC were. And then I realised they did that song.
Waterfalls.
No.
Creep?
Scrubs.
No Scrubs.
No Scrubs.
Either Scrubs or No Scrubs.
Oh my God, No Scrubs, yeah.
No Scrubs,
Yes.
which I do like. But I don't think I know Waterfall.
Don't go chasing waterfalls.
Oh!
To the rivers and the lakes that you use.
Welcome to our friends at PRS again.
Yes, that's a brilliant song. Oh, well great.
Yeah.
Okay.
We harmonized so well, it actually was
Yeah.
going to identify as the actual recording.
That was quite something. I was ready for you to come in with a snare drum or something. That was lovely.
He was going to do the rap. I don't know why we just didn't go long enough.
So yeah, TLC.
TLC, that it generated $75 million. They got 50,000 each. They thought, no way. And so they went into Clive Davis's office and they brought lackeys with them.
They
to stand
stationed them outside the room and said, no one in, no one out.
And I gather the lackeys were from when Lisa had been in the big house.
Yes, and she made some friends.
Yeah.
Yes, and she had been on court-mandated rehab, and that was after she burnt down her boyfriend's house, I believe not on purpose.
Yeah.
Okay.
Completely accidentally.
She had put a lot of his... Not
Well, how
completely
did she not,
accidentally.
did she not end up in prison? That doesn't suggest accidental, does it?
Well, what had happened was she had alleged various things against him, like assault, and I think she'd found him cheating on her. So it was quite I would say, quite a vexed relationship. Mm-hmm. She had put a load of his sneakers in the bath and set fire to them. Now, unfortunately, the bath was a low-quality model because she had also burned down his previous bath. So he'd... The previous time he'd annoyed her...
You don't know any TLC songs, and yet here you are.
This is what the research stage is for. But basically, they'd had a marble bath, and she'd put a load of stuff in there and set fire to it, which had damaged the bath. So her boyfriend had replaced the bath with a cheap fiberglass model, which was a bit more flammable. So the next time she pulled the "I'm going to put some of your stuff in the bath and burn it" routine, it burnt down the whole house.
It melted the bath and the fire spread. So she didn't mean to do it. First time, it was all the teddy bears that he had given her as presents. So so she did some time. And then when she was let out, TLC formed. They released 2 albums, Crazy Sexy Cool, which is the album we're talking about, which has waterfalls and so on. Second album went ballistically huge. And so, they went and held him hostage. And they maintained a good relationship afterwards. I mean, these women brought guns. It wasn't like just a nice little hostage taking. A nice hostage situation.
Admit, when I read this fact, I thought, oh, that's probably just a publicity stunt, and they probably didn't really do it.
Yeah.
But that's not the case.
No, they've spoken about it quite a few times in interviews, and they try and play down the gun element to it. They say they never took the gun out, but there was a gun there.
Lovely.
Yeah. I'll also say it's like 94, around 94, right?
Yeah, 94.
Obviously, there's been like endless boy band documentaries made about this, but record labels were really predatory at the time, right? Because they would essentially give you all this money in advance, and then you'd have to pay it back. So I think sometimes violence is... I don't know where I'm going with this.
Well, I was looking at some other historical musical contracts. Actually, my research for this came from the latest series of I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here, which I watched for the first time in about 20 years. And Jack Osbourne was on it, and he talked about his grandfather called Don Arden. And Don Arden apparently got the small faces to work for him because he was an agent by dangling them upside down out of an upper floor balcony by the ankles until they signed. And Jack Osbourne said this on I'm a Celebrity, and I checked it, and I think it is mostly true. Don Arden, in his biography, said that he didn't do it. It was a group of thugs that he'd hired.
Well, that's a different story.
Who overstepped the mark, he said.
That would be Sharon Osbourne's side,
Sharon Osbourne's father, Don Arden, born in Manchester, and he had a little phone box in Manchester where he used to work in. And he was such a gangster that no one would go in to make a phone call because they knew that if they went anywhere near his phone box, they'd get the shit beat out of them. Wow. But he was like a real gangster, like probably the most gangstery of all the record bosses.
Gosh.
He also invented the co-working space.
Yeah.
The way that people like park up at a Starbucks for like hours on end.
Yeah.
Wait, was he working full time in the phone box?
Well, that's what I'm asking.
Yeah,
Kind of sounds like it.
That was his office. He would send people that phone number, and they wanted to speak to him. They'd have to ring his phone box.
Okay, that's
Wow.
brilliant.
That's incredible.
That is incredible.
It's a flex.
Yeah, that is.
Olga, are you a fan of Ray?
What do you mean by that?
She's a singer?
Oh, yeah, Ray with an E.
Yeah.
I couldn't hear the E when you were
Where the hell is my husband? As in,
Where the hell is my husband?
Right.
What a song. She kept being asked, when's your album coming out? When's your album coming out? And she'd say, and then in 2021, she got asked the question and she sort of snapped and she posted online, I've been on a 4-album deal for the last 7 years. But the record label keep on not allowing me to release an album. They say, oh, you're not ready, and oh, not yet. Sometimes the person signs you up for a deal and then they leave the company. So there's no one inside saying, right, where's the Ray album? So, or the label doesn't want to finance a campaign.
Wow.
I think she did eventually get out of it, right? And then she self-released 21st Century Blues.
Yes.
Oh, is that self-released?
Yeah.
So it's still sort of going on that you sign up and then you don't get...
Yeah.
The other big one is New Jeans, isn't it? Who's like the massive K-pop band. And it even went into like South Korean parliament was talking about whether they should be allowed to get out of their contract. And I think it still hasn't been sorted yet.
Right.
When in K-pop, it's even harder because obviously they start at like 13 and it's like basically a boarding school. So how long are you technically paying them back for the services that the label provided for you?
And I don't know if it's in K-pop because I don't listen to that much, but in J-pop, like the bands they'll have the members and then the members will leave and then new members will come up. So it'll be the same band, but then it'll be just completely different people.
Right.
This is like the Sugar Babes.
Or the ship of Theseus.
Yeah.
Or Trigger's Broom. Pick your metaphor. But is that... So I was thinking about... There's that band... Is it AKB48?
Yeah.
And are they Japanese?
From Akihabara.
And there are like 48... There are about 48 of them, give or take.
Exactly,
But I was thinking, they were famous years ago. And it's like teeth, isn't it?
It's like shark teeth.
You lose a tooth.
Yeah, but
you
in human teeth, you only have 2 sets of teeth.
What? Oh, I've been so cavalier. I've been waiting for these new ones to come through for ages.
I guess it's like S Club Juniors, but if it was all one band.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's like if S Club Juniors came through and became S Club again, and then S Club Babies came along and became S Club Juniors. And
Yes. So good.
Yeah.
I'd like to say that what just happened is you said Ray, and I did like a cool young reference. I mean, you went, I can go even younger. Do you know K-pop? Anyone want to be
Anyone
more
wanna go
hip
younger?
and
I would just say
current?
that the surprise biggest girl group of 2025 has to be Huntrix.
Well, are they from Demon Hunters?
They certainly
Oh,
are.
yeah. Okay, fair enough.
And
They got
Golden-
nominated for like every Grammy. It was crazy.
Yeah, well, and they're probably going to get an Oscar nomination, and they're now a traveling band basically because it's been so successful. They had a #1 Billboard.
Sorry, like old person here. What?
Yeah.
What?
An animation was released earlier this year on Netflix called K-pop Demon Hunters, which has just absolutely dominated children's parties and Netflix streams like nothing else.
And it has a specific song in it called Golden that I would say that the success of Golden is only comparable to... You remember when Frozen came out and it was Let It Go, and at first it was just kids, and then it was everybody all
Yeah.
the time?
Yeah,
That's what
yeah.
happened to Golden.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Have you guys heard of Duran Duran? Can we just haul the conversation back on?
Duran Duran, of course.
Yes.
Of course.
I heard you the first time, but
I was I was looking at problems between bands and their fans as well, like breaches of contract, as well as the breaches of contract. In 2014, they were reported to be suing their own fan club,
No.
which I love. And they,
so cool.
It's great. They'd signed an agreement with this fan club company called Worldwide Fan Clubs, which said Duran Duran will get 75% of the profits from the fan club, but these guys will run it. And they alleged that it hadn't been run properly and they hadn't been collecting membership fees. Like, it became an incredibly boring and technical story, but I like the idea of suing your own fans.
I wonder why, as the person who does our inbox. I was looking at some of the oldest sort of contracts from music, and the first person I think to get a royalty was a guy called Albert Chevalier. Have you heard of him? Andy? No.
Oh, I love his second album. Yeah.
Well, he got 1 shilling, which is 5 pence for every dozen records sold. This was in 1891.
Brilliant.
And he's also famous for inventing or popularizing the phrase "watcher,"
Really?
which means like "hello."
Yeah.
Was that in his songs?
It already existed, but it wasn't that popular. But he had a song called "Watcher Knocked Him Out the Old Kent Road."
Right.
And that's where that really took off.
so funny.
well, speaking of Watcha, did you know the word hello was popularized by the song Hello, My Baby, Hello, My
No,
Darling?
really?
Yeah,
Wasn't.
before they wanted to use ahoy to pick up a phone, and hello was people mocking people picking up the phone.
yeah.
Didn't
I really
know.
hope this is true.
Wait, so
We need to research this.
So
But-
did that song come before the phone?
No.
Okay, so the phone happened. Ahoy was being used.
Yeah.
Yes.
Someone else.
Alexander Graham Bell wanted to say "ahoy hoy." didn't
Yeah.
he?
Yes, that's right.
And then hello was like slang at the time, and hello, my baby, hello, my darling was them
Wow.
making fun of people using hello on the phone.
Wow. Isn't it
and now people say
wild?
hello.
When you think of time travelers who would come to our present day, the things you wouldn't expect would blow their
Yeah.
mind. You're using hello as the greeting now? That was like 5th version of how you would do that. That was like minor slang. That's wild. Within the world of TLC, they basically fell out at one point. Lisa Left Eye Lopez got in big beef with the other two, and they started sort of cussing each other within articles. So Lisa in Vibe magazine called them out, saying that everything's going terrible. Then in Entertainment Weekly, T-Boz and Chili said, well, she's manipulative, she's evil, she's a bad person. So then Lisa Left Eye Lopez replies in Entertainment Weekly saying, okay, we've got 3 albums left on our contract with this company. Let's release an album that is 3 CDs long, but each of them are solo albums, and we'll let the fans decide who they think the best solo album is.
But hang on, is this a randomized controlled trial? Is it a blind
Yeah,
listen?
that's tough.
Because you have to, if you're
You'd
going to get
recognize
it.
them from the
Yeah.
voice, shortly.
Yeah.
Well, that's what you'd have to do. You'd have to get someone else to sing them
To
all.
sing them all,
Are
right.
we doing this scientifically or are we not? Are we just.
Like when the IRA are on TV and they have to get someone to do the voiceover.
They all have to be done by Jerry Adams. That's it.
And that was the plan. So Jerry Adams then wrote to Entertainment Weekly saying, well, I'm keen. What about you guys? So it was meant to be called The Challenge, and that was the idea. 3 CDs, which would then finish their contract, because that's how many albums to go.
I like the idea, but it's a pretty bold move, isn't it?
Yeah.
Someone's going to come last in that competition.
Yeah.
Oh,
Chili-
Please never do this on Fish.
No, we're never doing that because Anna is just going to get by far the most listens.
Yeah, we'll be get squashed by her.
Just while we're on things the Home Office might have been interested in, Jerry Adams. The Home Office used to have its own boy band.
What?
Yeah. They were called Misdemeanor, and it was three sort of, I think, teenage lads, and they would go around schools up north as part of a government initiative to deter Islamist extremism. So they have various songs about things like 9/11 or the sort of the temptations of going down an extremist route.
Wow.
It's unclear whether they knew they were being funded, because there's quite a secretive Home Office program which does a bit of cultural outreach, and I'm not clear
There was
whether
a lot
or not
of
they
that,
knew.
wasn't there, back in the day? Like
What
there
are you
was
talking about?
well, during like the Cold War, there was lots of people who became really big and were sort of traveling around Eastern Europe, and they thought it was all because how great they were, but actually the US government was just paying for everything.
Exactly. See,
Is it Scorpions Wind of Change vibes?
I don't know what that means, but yeah.
Oh, okay, never mind. I take that back. There's like a rumor that Winds of Change broke the Soviet Union. The song.
I bet it is that
The
stuff.
song,
yeah.
right.
I bet
Oh,
it's
well, there was a lot of CIA stuff going around.
I often wonder, because at the time of recording, we're number one in Apple's comedy podcast charts. And I always think that's so mental that probably the government are doing this.
Yeah.
And probably they're kind of training us to
interesting.
take over some country or other.
PsyOps.
Wait, so you're telling me that a bunch of teenage boys singing about 9/11 didn't realize that they were a government
In second-hand schools.
I'm so glad that's what came out of your mouth instead of, wait, you telling me this piece of shit is the number one comedy podcast?
No doubt about that.
I mean, we know that a lot of our lessons on fish do come from Vauxhall, specifically, just next to Vauxhall Station.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Like hundreds of thousands every week,
That's
just from there. Yeah.
I thought you were talking about the gay saunas.
Yes, but the gay saunas are MI5 funded. Sorry, just to be completely clear.
Stop the podcast.
Stop the podcast.
Hi, everyone. We'd like to let you know that this week we are sponsored by Saily.
Yes, Saily. It is the eSIM that will save you thousands of pounds if you go overseas, because it gives you the best rates possible for your mobile phone in over 200 destinations worldwide.
Absolutely. It is an easy to use eSIM because you only have to download it once, and then you don't have to get like a new eSIM for every country. It's affordable. They have global and regional plans. You can save time, avoid scams. You don't have to grab a SIM card outside the airport. You just get it straight on your phone.
If you want to get involved and see what the local rates are and so on, download the Saily app on your mobile device. It's available both for Android and iOS. And if you use the offer code at checkout, you will get 15% off your Saily eSIM data plan.
You'll never guess what the offer code is, Dan. It's such a coincidence. It's fish. So, if you download the Saily app or go to saily.com/fish and use the offer code fish, you too can get an exclusive 15% discount on Saily data plans. Okay, on with the podcast.
On with the show. Okay, it is time for fact number 2, and that is my fact. My fact this week is that the height of the world's third tallest structure was picked because it worked as a pun.
Love it.
Lovely.
So this is
better be good. This is the number one comedy podcast, Dan. Don't send us spiraling back down those charts.
So this is the Tokyo Skytree, which is 634 meters. It's the tallest freestanding tower in the world.
Where is it?
It's in Tokyo. And its height was picked very specifically because the area that they were building this on was part of an old region that was known as Musashi. And Mu, Sa, and Shi, broken down, are Mu, 6, Sa, 3, and Shi, 4. So Musashi is the exact height that they decided on.
Brilliant.
Yeah. And interestingly, there are different ways that you can count in Japan, as in the way that you say the words, because there is Old Japanese and there's a few dialects.
Yeah.
So Mu is part of an old version.
Yeah, it's Ichini Sanshi Go Roku.
Exactly. So
it's
not Roku, but Mu works as well, just for anyone wondering why that's the case. Yeah. So they deliberately did that as a pun.
Very clever.
Lovely.
It's very cool.
Does that happen much in the world? Don't imagine it does. You know what I thought of when you sent this?
Yeah.
Was it the Crystal Palace? which was 1,851 meters or yards in length or feet in length because it was opened in 1851.
That's brilliant. I didn't know
cute,
that.
cute. That's cute stuff.
Doesn't help when you don't remember the unit.
Got to be feet, surely.
Feet,
'cause
yeah,
it's about
it sounds
600
right, doesn't it?
meters. Like,
Otherwise
that's
it'd
long
be
enough.
a mile long.
Yeah.
This kind of gets to happen a lot in Japan. So this is part of a tradition of Japanese puns called guru wase. So it can be associated with people, ideas. It can even be associated with pi. So,
As in the number?
yeah, so if you say 3.141599265 in Japanese, those all are numbers that make words. And that comes out as a sentence that means an obstetrician faces towards a foreign country.
Wow.
And
Okay,
they
that's
just like
badass.
finding all these little patterns within that world. If you do 18782 plus 18782 equals 3756, so as a calculation, that comes out as bad person plus bad person equals massacre when you translate it into Japanese words.
See. So it's, yeah.
Yeah.
We have why did 6 hate 7 because 7 ate 9.
Yeah.
So, we've got our own versions of that in our culture.
Yeah.
It's a classic. That's the first joke my daughter learned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, that's bizarre.
Yeah.
It's very cool.
It is very cool. There are. I'll just mention two others just in
go for
case.
it, please.
There's a famed admiral, Yamamoto, whose given name comes from the older pronunciation for the word 56, which was his dad's age when he was born. So Yamamoto, 56. Yeah. And then there's a baseball player quite famous in America called Ichiro Suzuki. And his jersey number was 51, which in Japanese is Go Ichi, which is his first name.
Oh,
Ichiro.
fun!
Yeah. So it was Go Ichi.
That's really fun.
This is all really good stuff.
I wish I can riff on
I
it.
don't know. Normally we kind of just banter on these, but I just like hearing them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
So
really cool.
sweet.
Yeah, Ichi was an amazing baseball player. So he was an outfielder, and whenever he caught a ball, it was seen as like really well done. So that area was known as Area 51.
Oh, that's
Wow.
so
Yeah.
good.
my
Oh, God, I love that.
yeah, so
So good.
that's a thing that happens in Japan quite a lot.
Love it.
Yeah.
The only thing that the entire time I was like, and sometimes when I eat tiramisu, I say, I tiramiss you. That's that's the one pun, the only pun that was just
You
circulating around my
You
head.
say it to the food?
I say it to the food
Lovely.
because it sounds like miss you.
Tokyo. Have you been?
I did go to Tokyo a couple years ago. I wrote a whole show about it. Basically, I met a guy at a wedding. We spent an unforgettable night, and then he lived in New Zealand and I lived in the UK, so we decided to meet 3 months later in Japan.
Lovely.
And it was a disaster.
Oh.
Yeah, we absolutely hated each other's guts.
Really?
Yeah. But what a beautiful city to hate each other's guts in.
Yeah.
Did you find that out early on in the trip? Or...
45 seconds in, I said. Yeah.
And then did you
real
say
quick.
goodbye, or did you hang
Oh,
out the trip?
baby, we planned too much to say goodbye. Non-refundable train tickets, restaurant reservations, guided tours.
Did you
Wow.
did you go up the Skytree?
We went up a building of some sort.
Do you think if he'd have told you all of Dan's puns, then things might have gone better?
100%. Maybe I would have tiramised him.
Good.
Yeah, the entire time I was like, I wish I had those in my pocket to fill the silence in.
Lord.
Wow, that's extraordinary.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those things where everybody sort of always wonders what would happen if they did such an impulsive thing, and I'm here to tell you, this is why you don't do that.
Don't
Do
do
you
it.
remember, who was it? Was it Ai Weiwei who did that thing where they got two people to walk along the whole of the...
I think it was
Marina Abramovich.
Oh,
Marina
yeah.
Abramovich, yeah.
Yeah.
So she walked all the way along the
Great Wall of
China,
Yeah.
and then met someone halfway and then kissed and then...
They broke up.
It was her both artistic partner and her partner in life, and they both started on either end of the Great Wall, met in the middle, and broke up when they met in the middle.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Did they always plan to break up, or did they just remember they hated each other when they got there?
I think 45 seconds into the meetup, I suddenly remembered.
What I mostly remember about Tokyo is how busy it is. Like,
Yeah.
because we live in a city, London, right? And you think, oh, it's really busy. And then you go to Tokyo and it's just like a million times busier. Of the 51 busiest train stations in the world, all but 6 of them are in Japan. And the top 3 are in Tokyo.
Whoosh.
51.
Stunning.
Oh, go Ishi!
Oh, is she? Yeah. The most busy.
Sorry, but who else? Who makes a top 51? Like, I've never seen a chart that does the top 51.
It does feel like once you get to 52, then they're all in a different country.
Yeah.
But the busiest railway station is Shinjuku. And they had, in 2022, the average number of daily passengers was 2,704,703, which is the equivalent of every adult in Uruguay passing through the station every day.
Wow.
That's just one station.
Thank you for putting into terms and numbers I'd understand.
Yeah. I'm
I
now,
can't picture that many people. Can you?
We all know the entire adult population of Uruguay. Not the population, the adult population of Uruguay.
God, the kids of Uruguay are going to have a field day when the grown-ups are away.
You'll thank us in 5 months' time when you're in Uruguay meeting some Australian from the other side of the world. The chat runs dry.
Wow, I had no idea Uruguay was so small.
Yeah, it is small.
That's
actually.
a small population.
It's much smaller than you think, but it's just that tiny little bit in South America, isn't it? It's not a very big country.
Yeah. Do we have any listeners in Uruguay? Podcast@qi.com.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
Lovely stuff.
Throw it in.
Send us some Fray Bentos.
Yeah. This Tokyo Sky Tower is a radio and television tower. Now, we spoke about one very recently, the BT Tower. So it's a hot topic in the fish world right now.
This one is amazing. I've been reading a bit about it.
Well, yeah, give us some.
So, guess what they did for the 10th anniversary to celebrate it?
Was it a pun?
It was... No, it wasn't. It was... Okay, what's a famous Japanese cultural thing?
Godzilla.
Even more artistic.
Anime?
Even
Pokemon.
more artistic.
AKB48.
Kabuki theatre.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
They have this is the ancient centuries-old form of theatre, and they have really famous actors, and it's quite dynastic as well, isn't it? So sometimes you'll do it because your great-great-grandfather, etc., did it. So for the 10th anniversary of the Skytree Tower, they got a Kabuki actor called Ichikawa Ebizo the 11th to perform his famous glare from the top of the building.
That's incredible.
It's so good. There's a famous glare called the Nirami, and it's done by moving each eye in different directions.
Oh, that's cool.
Which is good. And also that means that Ichikawa Ebizo the 11th could qualify as a fighter pilot, because I believe you have to do that to be a fighter pilot.
To be able to look in two different directions at once.
I think you have to have one eye on the MiG, who's up ahead, and you have to have one eye on your instruments. So I think you need to be able to... I think Prince Harry can do it.
Wait, is this a thing that you can make yourself do?
I've never
you
heard
can
of that.
train for that.
So your brain can take in two different...
Yeah.
Do you think Prince Harry's really good at doing those magic eye pictures?
Yeah, definitely.
He is.
Definitely.
I bet
Like,
he
he's
didn't spend
incredible at it.
all day outside Athena like I used to do, trying to sing.
He can get a book of those and just go through them. That's a tiger. That's a butterfly. That's a waterfall. He can just do it.
Wow.
Okay. so
Anyway,
the
there you
glare.
go.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Olga, when you went to Tokyo, did you go to the Gotokuji Temple, which has got all those sort of cats that wave their arms? Do you know those ones that you see in Chinese restaurants?
Yeah.
Those golden
Yeah,
cats.
yeah.
Yeah, well, there's a temple just outside Tokyo, actually, where they have these. And the idea is that there was a guy, some priest or other, was walking past, and a cat let him come into the temple. And then that became the sort of lucky cat. And if you go there, there's thousands of them outside, and you can, pay 100 yen and get your own one and then write a message on it and stuff
Right.
like that. It's really cool.
So is the cat waving you in as opposed to waving hello to you?
It is.
Right, I didn't know that.
And also, actually, probably they evolved from waving penises, we think. So
No.
probably this story is like a new story. And where they actually came is that they were used in brothels, and they would have these lucky talismans in the shape of penises that were beckoning people into the brothels. And they were the things that evolved into the cats.
I don't want to assume anything, but wouldn't the average person not be going to a brothel for a penis?
No, but I suppose you just need some kind of symbol, and it's hard to make a vagina wave.
You've tried.
Good Lord.
I could tell as I started that sentence it was not going to end well.
Wow. Yeah, gosh.
Yeah.
But to answer your question, I did go, and there's a tiny little cat at that temple that just says, "Please help."
I have found, certainly for anyone who's not living in Tokyo, possibly the most famous musician that they have. Certainly their songs is known more than most songs out there, right?
So what you're saying is they're really famous in Tokyo, but anyone else wouldn't have heard of them.
Yeah, and possibly in Tokyo, they might not even know the name of the person, but they will know the songs and be able to sing more songs of theirs than possibly any other composer.
Are you going to have a guess, Andy?
I think it's Misdemeanor, the Home Office funded anti-Islamist boy band. They're huge in Tokyo.
It's got to be the music in the underground, is it? Because whenever you go on a train,
lovely.
whenever you get into a station, they play a certain song in every
Well,
station.
there
It's
you
different.
go.
Is
That's
that
what
one?
it is. So it's not what they called
Misdemeanor?
misdemeanor. It's Mr.
I've just got the joke in their name. Mr.
Yes.
Mina.
Yeah.
Misdemeanor.
Yeah,
That's good.
Because they're more mean.
No, I think terrorism is a
a
misdemeanor.
misdemeanor.
Yeah,
I
no,
think
I think it works on 3 levels.
Get out.
Wow.
Wow. This is huge. Arguably, terrorism is more than a misdemeanor, isn't it?
Mr. Meanest.
God.
What are we talking about? Dan, tell us.
We were talking.
Do your joke.
It's not misdemeanor. It's Mr. Minoru.
Brilliant.
And this is Minoru Mukaya, who is the underground train composer. Every train station has its own unique jingle for when a train comes in and goes out, and he's done over 110 of them, and he will visit each one, and he will watch as the train comes in and try and invoke what kind of feeling it gives you.
really?
Yeah.
I thought they were just random.
No,
Like-
he does it station by station, and every single one will be like, is this a historical area? I'm going to use old Japanese instruments. Is this a new area? We're going to use synths and electro.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So they're not even all in the same style.
No, exactly.
That's so cool.
Different song and different
That's
instruments.
amazing.
Yeah.
And it's not that it's useful for, say, blind people who need to hear where they are.
It probably
It's sort
is.
of a recognizable.
I gotta say, when I was in Tokyo, we actually stayed near Shinjuku, and whenever we got in, I would recognize this. Like you would just recognize the songs as you moved along, and you would know, oh, our station's coming. It's not always that easy with the different kanji and stuff. I guess
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Very
eh?
What would you
cool.
select for Holborn?
Ooh.
that's a good question.
Is it your theme tune?
our theme tune? Yeah,
There we
go.
for sure.
Yeah,
What
there we
about
go.
Margate then?
Margate. Oh God.
I do like to be beside the seaside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something
Also, the
naval.
Libertines live there, don't they? Or
They
at least-
do.
Oh,
There you
yeah.
go.
Yeah, they're neighbors.
Pizza friend. Pizza friend.
Libertines. Yeah. It's a nightmare. Absolute nightmare. Okay, it is time for fact number 3, and that is James.
Okay, my fact this week is that one idea to block Russian expansion in Eastern Europe is to create a 500-mile long bog.
That's
It's such a cool idea.
it's an
Is it?
amazing idea.
Well, I'm a big fan of peat and bogs.
And the big enemy of Russia.
I'm in favour of blocking Russian expansionism. Seems we've had a bit of that.
Well,
yeah,
actually, like this is kind of one point of it. So this is an article that I read in the week this week, and it does 2 things that the EU is really trying to do at the moment, and that's number 1, stop Russia from going west, but also to stop climate change. Bogs can do both of those.
Yeah, because if you get rid of a bog, it releases a lot of CO2, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So it can be
so
really
if
bad.
you make one, it stores
it
CO2.
stores it back.
So is this an extension of like trench warfare? So you do a sort of World War I style trench and then you fill it with peat?
It's kind of.
How are we doing this?
But you don't put any humans in it, I guess.
No.
But basically, there's already a bog there.
it's
Oh.
a kind of phantom bog.
It is a phantom bog.
It's a phantom
Yeah.
bog.
Well,
It kind of exists, but it doesn't exist as much as they want it to. So
Yeah.
at the moment, if you go from, let's say you go from Helsinki all the way down past the Baltic countries and then towards Poland and wherever, if you go on that line, there's a huge sort of boggy area that goes down there. But what they're going to try and do is make it more
Can I
and more
ask who
boggy.
they are?
NATO.
Sorry, NATO.
Oh, okay.
So it's NATO, but it's also the governments of Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, and Poland. And what they're trying to do is put more and more water there, more and more peat there, so that if anyone tries to come across, it's very difficult. And that's something that's happened in history in warfare, that you waterlog an area and soldiers can't get past.
And what's really lucky is it says by chance almost all of these boggy areas are on the border, but they're on NATO side of the border outside of Russia. So you've got, as James says, Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania. It's all running down, but they wouldn't have to go into Russia in order to build these bogs. So it's sort of they can just do it.
I love how
even-
eco-friendly this is. This is cool.
Yeah. And even better, Kaliningrad, which is like this little exclave of Russia, so it's still part of Russia, but it's not attached. And Belarus, which is like a real ally of Russia at the moment, there's a big old bog in between those places as well. So it's like a really that would be a really obvious place for an attack to happen, because you could put your troops into Belarus and you can go through Kaliningrad, but actually there's a bog there, so you can't get through.
And dare I say, maybe this is going to sound very stupid, but it almost makes you think that that's why the borders were drawn there in the first place.
You're probably right.
Okay.
Yeah.
maybe. Yeah.
It's not a coincidence that the bogs are there.
Yeah.
No,
Someone's
yeah, it's-
slapping their head going, damn it, what an idiot.
But it's really fascinating because lots of this land the reason I say it's a phantom bog is that it's been drained. There are ditches that have been cut, and then the wet, watery mass of this land drains away, and the bog dries out.
Because they've tried to reclaim it for years, for centuries, in fact.
For agricultural purposes, it means you can expand your farming land. And so all you need to do really is to stop draining them and block up the drainage ditches, and then a couple of years later you have a bog. And there are all sorts of arguments going on about, well, the farmers won't be very happy with this and they might need some kind of subsidies, so it's not being hugely enacted. But one of the guys proposing it is a guy called Hans Houston, who is known as the Peatland Pope. I just like him so much.
Oh, yeah.
Is our bogs his solution to every problem?
It's pretty much, yeah.
Have we considered a bog?
Yeah. So it's fascinating. And this was done at the start of the war in Ukraine. It was the Ukrainian army. They blew up a dam which turned the whole of this Irpan river basin into a massive expanse of bogs and marshes. And it turned the area into what one defense consultant called an impassable turd. It just means you cannot drive a tank through there.
But then actually also Russia did the same in Zaporizhia, and they blew up another dam to stop the counteroffensive of Ukraine. So both sides are blowing them up. And also both of those dams were also blown up during World War II when Germany attacked and went towards Russia. This exact same thing happened where they tried to stop the Germans by blowing up these two particular, one on the Dnieper and one on the Irpin rivers.
Can I ask, why are bogs not defeatable to most modern armies?
Tanks can't get through them.
Yeah, I get that, but
you can't support the weight.
No one's invented a thing that can just go, let's ride over the bogs?
Aeroplanes?
Yep. Aeroplanes.
We have not considered an airplane.
No, like, you can get through the bogs, but it just slows you right down.
Yeah.
And when you're being slowed down, you're more of a sitting duck.
Yeah.
And it forces you into a narrow path through the bog, for example. And then your enemy can just focus their fire on that narrow path.
Yeah.
So you sort of canalize your opponent.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing, isn't it?
It is.
That the bog might be a huge contributor to
And
success.
like Andy says, it's not really happening that much at the moment, but in Finland it is, and in Poland it is. So Finland have started reclaiming their bogs for this specific reason, and Poland as well. So yeah, it is happening.
And it's also, just from a sort of purely philosophical perspective, always very comforting when the solution is like organic, as opposed to it's like, what's going to defeat AI? Bogs.
Yeah. It's like for the whole of 20th century, it was barbed wire. But we had bogs all along.
You're absolutely right. Do you know what percentage of greenhouse gases going into the atmosphere are due to degraded peatlands?
Oh my God, Andy, I think you're going to tell us.
We should guess though.
Welcome to Quiz Corner.
So this is one of your quizzes where we just guess a number between 1 and 100, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm going to say 38%.
Oh.
Because 38% is my official number now. That was the answer to a quiz question about how much urine was in the International Space
I'm going to
Station.
go itchy, 51%.
Oh!
To be completely honest, I was going to say 51 as well. Can you ask the question again?
What percentage of greenhouse gases going into the atmosphere
I think it must be much lower than
are
either
due
of
to
those.
degraded peatlands? And I'm going to be honest with you, Olga. If it was 38 or 51% of all greenhouse gases being due to degraded peatlands, I think we might have got more of a move on to solve the problem before now.
Yeah, but you've got to realise that in these quizzes, sometimes callbacks is more important than getting the answer right.
I'm so sorry. I didn't.
And I think that's an unfair clue to the final person in the quiz.
Olga, would you like to guess maybe that 80% of all greenhouse gas are due to degraded peatlands?
I'm going to throw in 11.
Well, you're closest. It's 4 to 5.
Okay.
4 to 5, not 45.
Okay.
So otherwise, 51 would have robbed home. Yeah, but it is double flight. It's double all flights happening around the world. All hundreds of thousands of flights happening, every day is due to degraded peatlands. That's crazy.
And you know what's bad for it?
What?
Mushrooms.
Is that so?
I do not like mushrooms. It has been long said on this podcast, but in the UK,
Bad trip?
in the UK, the mushrooms that you eat are made using peat that has been dug up from peatlands. They have to basically put the peat on top of the little bodies of mushrooms, and that's what helps them to fruit, and that's what helps you to get them. And the UK mushroom industry gives the equivalent emissions of more than 2,600 cars.
Okay.
It's time someone took down the UK mushroom
Big
industry.
mushroom. Yeah.
I will say quite a small number of cars. So is it for all mushrooms?
I only have one car.
Yeah, no, fair enough.
No, but like obviously it
And
is bad to
peat,
take
yeah.
peat out of areas because it takes a long time to get them back. So I think they are looking to find other ways to make mushrooms rather than using peat.
That's
Am
great.
I correct in thinking that they used to use it for whiskey and they stopped, right?
They
Did they?
certainly
I think
did
they might
use to.
still use.
I think it's now a significantly smaller amount from what I...
Yeah,
Interesting,
That
because
would
yeah,
make
Might
sense.
have to get
everyone's trying to go
researched.
peat-free in
Yeah.
terms of like compost for your garden.
Yeah.
You can still buy peat stuff, but there's been a big campaign to say probably can use some peat-free compost,
Right.
which you can get. So I didn't know that about the mushrooms. Though.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
Have you guys heard about the 40-acre bog?
40-acre bog.
Yeah.
No.
40-acre bog. This is in Lake Chippewa, which is in Wisconsin. So this was a lake that was created in the 1920s. They flooded a swamp in order to do it. And as a result of it, this bog formed that's 40 acres, and it sort of sits in the middle of the lake, but it moves around.
Bog in the middle of a lake.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. So it's got sort of mud plains underneath it, and on top it's very grassy, and it's got a few trees, like thin trees sticking out and so
I
on.
have seen this.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing because it's transient. It moves around all the time. So what happens is there's a bridge that goes over the lake, and this bog keeps coming towards the bridge. And so what they do is they get all the boats and they line up against the bog and they shove it back out of the way. They all drive the bog. Yeah.
It's like an annual thing they have to do. They have to push the bog.
Yeah, and it's not consistent. They have to check every morning that the bog isn't making its way back over. And so
How
they all
does that even work?
I know, it's wild, isn't it? If you've seen images of it, it's pretty
It's
cool.
stunning. It's
Yeah.
absolutely stunning.
That's so cool. So it doesn't... I assume it doesn't go that deep into the water if it's movable?
No. It's not very far down.
It's just floating peat.
It's
Yeah.
floating
Oh my God.
matter. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Wow.
it's- yeah.
That is so cool.
Does anyone know where is the world's biggest bog? It's somewhere that's been mentioned on this podcast already.
Tokyo.
Bog.
Not in Tokyo.
Will it be somewhere? I'm going to guess somewhere in Eastern Europe, somewhere like Belarus.
You're close. It's Russia.
Okay.
It's the great...
I mean, if you have that much land mass, statistically speaking.
Yeah, absolutely. It's the Great Vasugian Maya. It's in Siberia, and it is twice the size of Wales. Goodness. But again, to Russia, that's nothing. They got areas the size of Wales coming out of their ears. And it comes from melting permafrost, basically. So the water melts from the permafrost, goes into this area and becomes a marshy land. And the worst thing about it is the flies and midges that live there. If you ask locals, they say that there's so many midges they can drink enough blood from a random traveller that they will die of midgie bites.
Oh, the traveler.
wow.
The traveler will die.
Yeah, yeah.
Not the midge dies of.
No, they're having a great time.
Okay.
But yeah, that's what they say. And there is no doubt there is a lot of midgies there, but whether they can actually drain you of all your blood, I think probably not. But anyone who works there has to wear like hazmat suits almost, or like beekeeper suits,
Yeah.
so that they don't get bitten.
Oof. Not for me.
No, I don't
Not
like
for me.
I don't even like one midge.
Now we all know Ireland.
Oh, and
Okay.
love.
Yeah.
How
They've-
many Waleses is that?
They've got vast peaty areas.
They do.
Okay.
But how many Irish people, according to the latest census, heat their homes by burning peat?
51.
38.
Olga?
2.
It's 68,000.
Wow.
68,000.
Wow.
That's more than I would have thought.
Yeah, for sure.
I thought we were doing percentages. I don't...
Ah.
Sorry.
Well, it's 1% of the population, so you're not far off.
Is
Okay.
it really?
Yeah, they've got these raised bogs.
Crikey.
But there are some bog bastards, as I'm calling them.
Bog bastards. Okay.
Is that an official term, or is it
No.
an
For
Andrew Hunter
midges.
Murray?
That's an AHM original. But those are
really?
people who are sneakily cutting special conservation areas of bogs, because a lot of these bogs are now protected.
From a scientific viewpoint, why would I burn peat over wood? Does it burn longer?
I think just there's loads of peat around.
Oh, okay.
I think it would burn longer.
Oh, would
than
it?
wood. I think so, yeah.
Right.
Okay.
I think it
yeah.
contains more carbon, doesn't it? I'm pretty sure. Those bogs in Ireland is where you would find Tories, speaking of bog bastards.
Oh, really?
So Tory, I think, as we've said before, was an old sort of word for an outlaw in Ireland, especially a Roman Catholic one. They would call them Tories. And then eventually it became, I can't remember how it became a word for conservatives, but it did.
Yeah.
Oh, is that
Right,
where it's
didn't it?
from?
Yeah, it did
Right.
originally,
That's
yeah.
fascinating.
But yeah, that they would live in the bogs, these outlaws, and then they would come and attack your sheep and stuff.
Wow. We've got Pete in Margate.
Have you?
Yeah. Pete Doherty.
Hey!
Bloody annoying me all the time, eh?
Yeah, here we go.
That's
Really
number one
good.
comedy podcast in the UK. Okay, it is time for our final fact of the show, and that is Andy.
My fact is, when the first ever online pizza delivery was made, 100 journalists turned up to report on it. The driver got lost. It took an hour to deliver, and the pizza was long cold.
Wow.
So this is something that was printed in the LA Times in 1994, which I love to read.
Well, only a few months before TLC released Crazy Sexy Cool.
It's the 1994 podcast.
Yeah.
It really is.
Clive Davis was the one to order the pizza to sort of try and get out of the hostage situation. Please help! He's typing.
Yeah, there was this article headlined, "Online pizza idea is clever, but only half-baked."
Oh.
Brilliant. And it was by Pizza Hut, giants of the scene.
They always do stuff like
They
that.
always do
don't
stuff
they?
like that. But this was genuinely an innovation. So they launched a thing called Pizza Net. It was in Santa Cruz. And I think this was hosted at the University of California, Santa Cruz. Basically, no one had really tried... Not many people had done e-commerce like this, especially not with a pizza. 'Cause it
Well,
was
not in 1994.
This
I
is
mean,
so long ago. And you had to put in your stats, you had to put in your order. The data was then sent to Pizza Hut HQ in Kansas, quite a long way away. It was relayed via a modem to your nearest Pizza Hut branch, who would then phone you up to check that you weren't pranking them. And then eventually, after that had all been gone through, then they would start making you your pizza and deliver it to your home.
Crazy.
And they got 100 journalists in to report
how many
on
people
this.
had the internet back then? I reckon it was about then that I went to Jodrell Bank, which is a big telescope in the north of England, and that was the only place that had the internet around us. Like, I'd never seen the internet.
Did you go
before.
online?
Yeah.
What'd you do?
I searched. I was really into fantasy football at the time, so I searched for the word fantasy and got, as a 14-year-old boy,
Uh-oh.
a lot of knowledge that I
Oh,
didn't
boy.
previously
Blue
have.
results.
Yeah.
Oh,
Gosh.
nice.
Did you have a Jodrell Bank? Anyway, yeah.
Yeah.
It is early internet, isn't it? And 94, that's when Amazon launched.
Yeah.
95 is when eBay launched. It's way older than I realized.
There was almost nothing on the internet back then.
Yeah.
And newspapers would run articles saying, here are the best websites to go to, which I love. I think we could do with that again.
Yeah.
You know, because the internet's been it's like there are now sort of only about, 4 websites now?
I'm always looking for a new website. I love a new website.
What do you mean?
I want new cool stuff.
It used to be when I started working at QI that you could search for carrot facts and you would get a page of someone who really liked carrots writing 20
Exactly.
incredible facts really
That's what I
well
want.
sourced about carrots.
In Comic Sans with like a sort of MySpacey background of carrots.
Now you put in carrot facts and AI goes, did you know that carrots are all green? And you're like, oh, right. Are you sure? I think they're orange. Oh, yes, they are orange. I'm sorry about that.
Wait, you guys are extremely smart. This is unrelated to anything, but can someone explain to me? I'm the quote unquote tech person here. Why can't it say I don't know? Why can't it say I don't know? And second of all, why can't it tell me where it got its knowledge?
Because it's stolen from somewhere else and they don't want to reveal it?
Yeah,
I
fair.
don't know.
Yeah, that's fair.
pretty
I'm
much.
sure I can Google this.
But, I mean,
it would just be so much more reliable if it said I don't know.
Wouldn't it be great?
But I'm not interested in making a better product. Never mind.
But don't you think that's just true of humans in general, right? So
Yeah.
many people, if you ask them, especially people on the internet, if you ask them something, they'll just pretend they know the answer and say
Yeah.
it. If we all learned how to say I don't know a bit more, then wouldn't the world be a better place? I don't know.
Yeah.
Grubhub. Have you heard of Grubhub?
Love Grubhub.
Yeah, it's
It's
like,
like delivery for
Food,
Americans
yeah,
or something.
Yeah, I don't really know.
are we over Pizza Hut? I just have one
Oh,
more thing to
do
say,
that
which
then.
is I had assumed that hiring Gorbachev to be in one of their ads was the coolest thing they did in the 90s.
Wow.
Oh.
Essentially, it's Gorbachev enjoying pizza at Pizza Hut, and then different people at the restaurant are debating whether he's a good or a bad guy.
Right.
And the ending is, well, he's the one who brought Pizza Hut. So I guess like the conclusion is that you can't beat Pizza Hut, but it was more nuanced in terms of where people were standing than you'd think.
Pizza Hut in our times. That's a joke about peace in our time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, which was something that Gorbachev didn't say. That was Neville Chamberlain.
I felt us literally just moved to number 2 in the comedy charts just then. I don't know. Did you guys feel that? It's like a shudder.
Pizza Hut in our times.
Meanwhile, at Parenting Hell, they're like, oh, did you feel that? It just felt like we lifted a little bit. Andy must have done a terrible joke.
We in my house, we grew up with a giant painting of Gorbachev on our lounge room wall.
you?
Yeah.
God, again, I'm going to say lie.
Is that true?
Yeah, we had one of him and one of Chairman Mao, and
What?
Yeah, so it was knockoffs of Andy Warhol's collection of pop art, and they bought it in a market somewhere. But I grew up with Gorbachev on my wall, wondering, who is this guy? Is he good or bad? You know, and
interesting.
Didn't know the pizza
We grew up
thing
with
had resolved that.
Yeah, all you had to do was watch the ad.
We grew up with a series of Russian leader-themed matryoshka in my house.
Ah, did you?
Yeah, the Russian dolls. The one on the outside was the biggest
I have
one.
a name.
Lovely. And we're back to number one. Feels good.
Who was the big one? Was it Stalin on the
It was
outside?
the big one was the newest one, who was Yeltsin at the time.
Yeltsin,
And then it was going all the way back to Lenin, I think.
Grubhub is a food delivery system online, right? It was started by a guy called Colin Wallace, and he was a school child, and he wanted to get a sandwich to his classroom without the teacher noticing. And so he created a computer program which took a text from his phone, sent it to a fax, which was delivered to a restaurant, and then they would send the sandwich to the classroom.
Right.
Amazing.
That's genius.
And then eventually sort of turned that into a much bigger thing, and then got bought out by some squillionaires. But yeah.
I love
Okay.
the origin stories.
I don't know if you guys do business ideas here, but
Oh yeah.
We do.
None of them has taken off yet.
okay, but like, you know how there's like the founder movie, right? Which is like for the McDonald's founder
Yes.
movie,
Oh,
like
yeah,
that type of thing. Imagine with that, it would be like a Disney Channel original founder movie about like a guy in school.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a cute idea.
Wouldn't that be so cute?
So you've come up with an idea for a cultural thing.
Yes.
A movie pitch. Don't worry, we do those too.
Okay,
do.
sorry.
Yeah.
I take it back. It wasn't a business idea. It was a business idea for us to make money off this movie.
Yeah, it's a great.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
really
like
good.
it.
like
Yeah,
a
yeah.
kids founder movie.
It's only
like
one
capitalism for
scene.
kids.
So what's it called?
Grubhub is
Something
the
about
name of it.
sandwich, something about facts.
We can do this.
We can definitely do this. Come on, guys. Number one. This is why we're number one. Bready, steady, go?
Bready, steady, go.
No.
For a kids' film.
It's like recess. Yeah, it's got to be like something about recess, school, a detention, but with bread in it.
Just put the word bread into the word detention. Yeah?
Yeah. Debreadtion. The new #1 founder movie.
There we go. It's good to have something to be asked about in interviews on the press round. So how do we say the name of this? How's it pronounced? Debreadtion.
Pun, you see. It's going to be huge in Japan. Oh dear.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
I'm so
Anyway.
sorry.
That might be the one that takes off.
Yeah, last week's Google for smells did not go anywhere, Olga, so we're up for new business ideas. Can I tell you guys about Jane Snowball?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay, she was a 72-year-old British woman, and she did the first ever online grocery order. In what year?
1951.
1938. And Olga, you've got a real chance to score the triple here.
Okay, I'm going 1996.
96. It's 1984. This
Wow.
is insane.
But you said she was in her 70s?
yes,
Wow.
she was simply the end user of the product. She had very little to do with the development. I'm afraid.
Sure. But
But-
I still think in your 70s at that time,
That's true.
it's going to be tough to use new technology.
Absolutely.
No offense to anyone in their 70s, but like it does
No.
become more difficult as you get older.
But she's 72. This is 1984. This is a long time ago.
Well, hang on. That's when I was born. It's not that long.
It's a lot. Imagine that. No one has the internet in their homes,
Yeah.
you know. And basically,
I just want you to know the entire time you're speaking, I'm trying to put the word sub into CEO.
is it fitting?
Sorry.
Keep working on it, Olga. I'll tell
If I look distracted.
I'll tell these guys. But basically, she lived in Gateshead. She had bad hips. She couldn't get to the shops. And there was this thing being run by Gateshead Council called the Gateshead Shopping Experiment. And this developer, Michael Aldrich, set up a thing where she could use her TV to get access to a huge number of shops.
Like through
That's
teletext
amazing.
or something.
Kind of. I'm slightly struggling with how exactly it worked because I don't think she was pressing her screen. She shouldn't have been anyway. But it allowed her to go through every product that the shops had and order via her telly. It was unbelievably advanced at the time.
Do we have a name for the boy?
For what?
The boy in the film.
Grubhub guy?
He was called Colin Wallace. Greg's Wallace.
It'd be like Wallace and Gromit, but the Gromit has to be bread.
Wallace and Grubhub.
Wallace and grainy bread. No, keep going.
Grain Hill?
Grain Hill
Because it's Grange Hill. Which
is
was
good.
a
It's actually good.
school-based thing.
Can we move
No.
on?
No.
I'm so sorry.
We'll get it eventually. Olga.
We would usually move on, but it's such a good idea that...
podcast@qi.com. Send in your titles for the bread-based...
Disney Channel original movie.
what's it about? Oh, the Grubhub boy.
Yeah,
CEO.
Teen CEO of Grubhub.
Inventor, yes.
Yeah.
Should we wrap up soon?
Yeah.
All right, here's a quiz. What was the first thing sold securely on the internet? It's also 1994.
Yeah.
It's about 10 days before the pizza idea was
The
launched.
first thing ever sold on eBay was a broken laser pointer.
Very
I
good.
know that. But this was before that, right?
Yeah, it's the first time anyone bought anything that was properly with secure data. So previously, people had used ARPANET to buy and sell weed,
1994.
things like that. But that was just arranging a meeting place. That's not properly an online transaction.
Yeah.
Was it an Oasis album? 1994?
It's an album.
Oh, okay. Now
It's
we're
not
getting
TLC's Crazy Sexy Cool, is
It's
it?
not.
somewhere. Is it someone from the 90s?
I'd say so. He's still alive.
I know the answer to this, so I'm bowing out of the quiz.
Oh,
Thank you, Dan.
okay.
That's very honest.
Brian Adams?
Oh, good
What's
guess.
a good answer?
Good guess.
I'm just transporting into 94.
Not bad. Who else is
Meatloaf.
British?
Elton
There's no way of saying it without you immediately.
John.
He likes having sex for a really long time.
Rod Stewart?
with his wife Trudy Styler.
Yeah. Is
think
it
it's the
Sting?
answer.
It's Sting. It was Sting's album 10 Summoners Tales.
Yeah.
And it was a guy called Phil Brandenburger
Cool.
of Philadelphia.
This fact unites all of our facts today
Oh.
because it was bought in 1994.
Yeah.
That's TLC.
Yeah.
It was the first major hit he had since his previous hit, which was called Russians.
Uh-huh.
Bogs.
Yeah.
Very nice.
And the title of the album, what was it, Andy?
10 Summoners Tales.
It's
Yeah.
a pun.
Is it a pun?
It's a pun.
His surname's Sumner, isn't it?
His surname is Sumner, and it is a pun on the Canterbury Tales, of which there was a character called Sumner. So it's got a pun, it's got Russia, and it's got 1994, the release of TLC.
Dan, end the show now. That's amazing. That's a bravura. That's a Now You See Me 3 level
Yeah.
of reveal.
And that's a compliment. Yeah.
Okay, that's it. That is all of our facts. Thank you so much for listening. If you'd like to get in contact with any of us about the things that we have said over the course of this podcast, we can all be found on our social media accounts. I'm on @Schreiberland on Instagram. James?
Come find me on TikTok. No such thing as James Harkin.
Andy?
Instagram @AndrewHunterM.
Yep. And Olga?
Everywhere at Kolga300.
Yeah, nice. And you've just announced a tour, haven't you?
Yes, I'm touring my new show, Fat Tom Cruise, all around the world.
You're so good at titles. What the hell happened in the show?
You can buy tickets to my tour at rockandrollga.com.
Lovely. Cool. Yeah. And if you want to get through to us with anything that we've said as a group on this podcast at QI. Oh,
Guys, dough. Dough is money,
yes.
but dough is bread.
Yes.
Doughboy.
Done! Oh my God, Lewis!
Doughboy.
Oh my God, that's so good. Sorry. Oh my God, last second.
No need to write in now.
Yep. Do not write in anymore. Olga saved the day. But if you want to talk about anything else but that, they're shaking hands, just so you know, audience. The deal has been done. Podcast@qi.com. Send us all your stuff there. Andy goes through the emails. He cherry picks the best of them and he brings them to our special Club Fish, which is our private members club, secret extra bonus show.
So secret.
It's called Drop Us a Line. Anyway, we read all that stuff out there. If you want to be part of Club Fish, go to nosuchthingasafish.com. You can find all details there. Find any details about upcoming live shows. You'll find all our previous episodes. Just check it out. If not, just come back next week because we will be back with another episode. We will see you then. Goodbye.